Hello, it's Howard Reingold.
This screencast will show you how to build your own intelligence dashboards, news radars, and information filters. Tools for handling information overload that are free to those who know how to use them. Although I am specifically offering this to journalists, these recipes for online information finding and filtering are the technical side of a set of literacies that would benefit most people living in the 21st century. I use the word literacy to indicate a kind of know-how that includes both a skill component and a social component. Dealing with information overload requires more than one literacy. We must all balance the need to shut ourselves off from the overwhelming influx of media, with the need to stay alert to information that is specifically and immediately useful to us. It's not just a matter of knowing how to block out information. The important part is knowing what information to let in, how to find it, how to arrange for it to come to you when it is updated, and how to filter it. Each of these how-tos involve both mental skills and technical know-how. Increasingly, as we turn to social media to augment our individual ability to filter and find knowledge, the finding and filtering process includes a social component, in addition to personal thinking skills, such as knowing how to ask the right questions, and digital media know-how, such as the first steps of advanced search techniques or RSS feeds for persistent searches. In this way, the literacy of finding information is most closely connected to the literacy of crap detection, but also to participation, collaboration, attention, and network savvy. Knowing how to build an intelligence dashboard, news radar, or information filter, the subject of this screencast, focuses on the technical know-how component of information literacy. The more cognitive and social aspects of what I've come to call Infotention are covered in my other online learning media, such as Attention to Attention. Like many people today whose work depends on access to a stream of fresh knowledge, I have my own need to scan very specific streams of information. I've learned how to use free online web services to create dashboards where I can check the latest intelligence on the subjects that interest me at the moment, radars that specifically tune in on ongoing information flows about topics and people I'm tracking, and filters that sift, combine, analyze, and reduce that information flow to the best of what's available. I use search engines, RSS, persistent search, social bookmarking services, screen scrapers, engagement analysis, feed aggregators, and pipes. Each of these tools is easy enough to use once you see how it's done, and you don't have to be a programmer to see how connecting these tools together makes logical sense. Next, I will demonstrate, screen by screen, how I create and use dashboards, radars, and filters. First, I want to describe the logic behind what I'm going to do. RSS is the basis and springboard for much of what follows. The ability to receive broadcast updates whenever information changes on a website. RSS is an entree to a number of other services that find, provide, aggregate, organize, and filter syndicated information. That means that instead of searching for information, I can turn searches around and have new information dynamically sent to me. I use RSS, persistent search, online alert services to send information my way about specific subjects. As a self-referential and perhaps narcissistic example, I am notified as soon as a news article in any one of tens of thousands of news sources in English, French, Italian, or Spanish mentions my name. When my name is tagged on social bookmarking services, a photo of me is tagged with my name on Flickr, or my name is mentioned on Twitter. I'm interested in a number of subjects other than myself, of course, so I use a feed aggregator, Netvibes, that enables me to arrange these incoming information streams in pages, columns, and tabs. Between the radars that detect fresh information of interest and the aggregator that displays the information on a dashboard, I reduce the load on my internal information filtering by interposing technological filters that weed out all but the most useful information.
Everybody has a need for better information finding and filtering, and the need for specialists in searching and sorting, librarians and journalists in particular, is greater than ever. I invite journalists to think of these digital tools as extensions and augmentations of what good journalists do anyway: sniff out stories, subject raw data to their own crap detectors, cross-check a wide variety of trusted sources. RSS and pipes are just techniques. What is important is knowing what information to track and how to make sense of it. In order to have informed publics, we need both more literacy and more journalism. The basic skills of journalism: finding the stories that matter, checking them for accuracy, placing them in a context that helps make sense of them, and conveying events through compelling narratives, matter now more than ever. Digital journalists are not just adept at using online media. They are filters, finders, curators, sense makers, and crap detectors. These tools are meant to magnify those capabilities.